Hey y'all, we back again for episode 2 with Girl Let's Talk About It. Today we are going to talk about boundaries. So ladies, let's start. So let's start with you, Kayla. What are some boundaries that you have?
I got a lot of boundaries. It all depends if we're talking about in general or we're talking about relationships.
Let's start with relationships.
Okay, in a relationship, me personally, when I'm dealing with somebody, you cannot refer to me as your B-I-T-C-H. I'm not that. I'm your lady or your woman.
Period.
Another one, I feel like I got a lot. Don't call me out my name. Respect like my friends. You can't even call my friends out their name because I don't let you call me out my name. So don't disrespect my friends because that's like a part of me.
That's good.
What else? I just require a lot. Like you have to date me. Like don't think I'm not the Netflix and chill kind of girl. Like
she like to come over my house.
Probably like 5 people know where I stay, and they not do. So I don't know. Boundaries. It comes with a lot. I feel like respect.
Yeah.
Like you have to show me like the utmost respect. Like respect me like you would want a man to respect your mama or your daughter if you have one.
Yes, that's the big thing.
So they're my main ones.
So I think my boundaries is one, calling me out my name. Like we not gonna do that. If you don't want no dude or the dude your mama or you know what I'm saying, grandmama talking to husband, calling, them out their name, don't call me out you know what I'm saying, out my name. I think another boundary is space. Like I feel like if we together or we dating, you should respect my privacy and you should respect my space. If you go over that, then you stepping out your boundaries.
Yeah.
Like if I tell you, like, don't pop up at my house after 10 o'clock and you pop up at my house at 11:30. That's a crossing the boundary. Or if I tell you, like, you know what I'm saying, if you calling my phone after a certain time, no, that really ain't no boundary. Because if you together, then you should. But no, if I'm sleeping, I gotta work in the morning. Don't call me after.
If we together, it's an emergency.
Send me a text.
See, I hate the text. That's my thing. But I also feel like with boundaries, you gotta set those from the beginning, straightforward.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta tell a person like, I want this, this, and that. Because a lot of people don't know that they crossing boundaries. You see what I'm saying? Like, you get people who are always like to be like clingy people, for example. Like, you see what I'm saying? When you say my space, like, you get clingy people who always want to be clingy. You got to let them know, like, listen, I don't do the clingy shit. Don't give me my space, and we're going to leave it at that. You know? And I feel like that's where a lot of relationships fail because you don't set boundaries from the beginning. Like that's like setting your expectations.
Yeah, I feel like boundaries is important because when you set your boundaries, you set in the tone for how you want somebody to treat you.
Exactly.
Like,
exactly.
Like anybody I've ever dated, like, I'm not the girl that you gonna sit around and call a bitch this and that all day. We not gonna do it. And another important boundary to me, don't put your hands on me. Don't even pinch me too hard because I carry a pistol everywhere I go.
She don't be playing. She
And
be
if I gotta use
I ain't got time to let nobody see
I
me.
will use it. Whether I ain't gonna kill you, I might shoot you in your toe or something. But do not put your hands on me because once you pinch me too hard, you in trouble.
See, that's what I'm saying. You gotta set those boundaries from the beginning. Like, listen, you put your hands on me, I will let you know. This is what's gonna happen. You see what I'm saying? I'm not the girl for that. You know, that's why you really, and I feel like that's the importance of boundaries because if you don't, like, that's
They
like
run all over you.
Exactly.
You don't set no boundaries with no man or anybody. They gonna run all over you.
Friends too. You gotta set
boundaries with friends too.
Because people will take kindness for weakness.
They sure will. They will
Give
take
me
your
a good
kindness
example
for weakness.
of a friend boundary.
Let's say. It's so many of them. I mean, okay, this is my thing for a friend. You need to know your place as a friend. I'm not gonna argue with you like you my man, and I'm not gonna do anything that I would do with my man. Like this separates us from friends. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Just because we friends, like don't call me all late at night. I don't want to sit on the phone and talk all day. That's me. I don't. You know, I don't text me multiple
But we
times.
can talk for hours.
Me and Kayla, that's different. I'm saying. Because we be having stuff to talk about, but I'm not the friend I'm not sitting on the phone. And I tell my friends that up front, like just like I said to y'all, I'm not a big texter. You see what I'm saying? So that's a boundary for me. Like, don't send me 20 texts back to back to back to back when you could have just called.
But we is in 30.
I mean, these two don't listen. These is kind of, I exclude them for that because we got business together. So it's not like, that's different. Don't count my pockets. Like, that's a big boundary for me.
Don't count my pockets.
Yeah,
If I get money,
that.
I'm trying to help you get money. So don't worry about what's in my bank.
That's what
And
I
if
hate.
you know me, you know I'm cheap. So if I want to get the cheapest thing, you shouldn't comment on that. Because my friends know I'm cheap. I'm going to save $1 or $2.
She will spend if she got to. Y'all.
Yeah.
So let's get that
On
straight.
makeup. She likes a makeup product. She will spend $1.
And I still find a coupon even with that.
See that? You see what I'm saying? That's what you gotta know. Like, I'm not.
Yeah,
that's we know. Jaleesa, like Jaleesa told us, we cheap. So I'm not gonna go tell Jaleesa like, hey, let's go buy this whatever. Cause I know, you know what I'm saying. That's a boundary that she set. So it's like, that's what she do. You see
Yeah,
what I'm
because
saying?
I like the ball on the budget.
There you go. And that's what you should do. You should
Yeah.
stay in your tax bracket.
Yeah, some
That's
people
what it
live
is.
above they mean.
A
And I
lot
mean,
of
it's
people
okay
do.
to treat yourself, you know, sometimes, but
Don't go crazy.
Yeah, don't go broke
Don't go
trying
crazy.
to keep up with the
Yeah,
Joneses.
That's the
I
problem.
can't do
That's
that.
another boundary, y'all, with friends. Don't, just because you see me with something, do not feel like, like my life is not your life.
It's okay to inspire. Like, I understand that she inspired people. We inspire each other and a lot of other people. But I enjoy that I inspire people. But you cannot be a replica.
No, not at all. And I think that's a boundary people with friends, they don't do. Like,
Don't try to compete with your friend. That's like
There you
her.
go.
That's like this too saying she went and bought a Gucci bag this week. She went and bought a Louis Vuitton bag. I'm gonna go buy the exact same bag both of them bought. I'm gonna go get a different brand because we is not the three amigos. We're not but to be.
unless that's something
But
we
at the same
planned, though.
time, too, it's nothing really wrong with it, especially when you know, like, each person has their own individual.
It's nothing
bag.
wrong
like, if
with
you
it,
got
but
a
it
cute
can be a
bag, I'm
little-
like, oh, girl, I like that bag, and it's so silk. I'm gonna get it. I might get it. You know,
Or you
that's
can use
fine.
mine.
Period, friend.
But, or that's what I'm saying. You can use my. I feel that, Jaleesa. I feel like we got that understanding.
Yeah.
Though. How about with the friends that don't? Who
It
like,
can be a little extreme. Like, it's okay,
Yes.
we got certain stuff in common because we obviously got something in common. We all
I don't know
friends.
about that.
But it's just like, at what point is it too extreme?
That's. I feel like
You know,
She know.
I know a lot about that.
She got a lot of mini-me's.
Oh, girl.
I just think like, yeah, that's crossing the boundary. I
Yeah.
feel like another boundary is too when it comes to friendships is one, friends have disagreements, friends fall out. But the last thing, you not my real friend if our beef hit the internet.
Never.
That's a boundary.
Never.
Everybody go through something, and I hate that females try to tear other females down by using their weaknesses against them. Like,
Yeah.
everybody go through things. And don't get me wrong, we all make little comments and stuff. You know what I'm saying? You make comments amongst one another, or you may be talking to your friend and it's something may blurt out, you know, but you shouldn't, it shouldn't have to hit no internet. You shouldn't try to throw stuff up in people's face. Or you shouldn't, like, you know, try to, like, just throw their business against them. I'm not
Whether
with
if it's
that.
direct or indirect. Because as soon
should
as you
never.
fall out with that one little friend, you want to keep sending little subs.
Subs,
should
Girl, I know you
never.
talk about me.
Yeah, I know you talking
And
about
I
me.
also feel like anything your friend is going through, you should never throw shade about it. That's like, for instance, y'all broke up with somebody, and I make a post like, "Oh, people break up, blah 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 blah." You should never post about a situation that your friends or anybody around you is going through, because I feel like
Right.
that's
That's like you
shade
saying,
in a
oh, I just
secret
got
way.
broke up with. And then
Ex-
you post, I ain't never been broke up with my whole life. Like,
Yeah, you trying to be funny.
Exactly, because now all of a sudden you ain't. been broke
I
up
know,
with.
you know, and that's another thing. I hate when people say, like, if the shoe fit, what's the saying? If the shoe fit, wear it. No, that I am wearing that motherfucker because I know you talking about it.
no, I add
I'm about to
run
tie that
mine,
bitch
but-
up and lace it.
I say I'll add run to mine. The shoe fit run, bitch.
Yeah, like, you know, but sometimes you can have a general post, and some people will be okay. Sometimes you will make a general post, right? And you're not talking about anybody. You ain't beefing with nobody. You ain't talking to nobody. and one of your friends and somebody you cool with get mad, and it's obviously you feel guilty because this is obviously how you are. Now it's different if like you said, if you broke up with somebody, like damn, he just broke up with me a text message, and I go tweet, ain't nobody ever done sent me no breakup text. You gonna know, but I feel like that's crossing a boundary. That's crossing a boundary because if you my friend, you're not gonna throw shade. If you my friend, you're not gonna do none of that.
Okay. Another one with friends is I feel like as a friend you shouldn't overstep the boundary of talking about your friend's significant other. No matter if the friend do come to you to vent or tell you what's going on, don't overstep your boundaries. Sometimes you just need to listen. You ain't gotta always tell her what she need to do with her dude. Because maybe she just want to talk stuff for 2 seconds, but she's still gonna be coming.
And I always feel like, another thing with that on that topic, I feel like you should never. That's like, okay, say if we all out to eat with our significant others, and we all was just talking about their asses last night. You bring up, yeah, so Morgan, how you feel about what Rich did, blah, blah, blah. Don't ever bring about what we talk about. That's a boundary. Fall out at the oh, yeah, we fall out because that's a boundary.
That's wrong.
So that goes into y'all, what would y'all do if your man or your friend crossed the boundary?
I don't feel like you should necessarily, this is what I think. Strike one, you give a warning, you talk to somebody. You know, I don't like how you went about this, I don't like how you brought that up, you crossed this boundary. Okay. If that's your friend or that's somebody that you care about, your significant other, they're gonna respect it, gonna say, I apologize, I'm not gonna do it again. Right. Now if you just with a motherfucker just keep crossing boundaries, then you cut off. And that used to be my thing. I used to give people chance after chance. And that's another thing too. They always say a person, regardless if you're in a relationship or it's your friend, they keep showing you red flags, and by you being a nice person, you keep coloring over the flags in a different color because you don't want to see that.
Right.
You know. Yeah. Instead of seeing it for what it is, and then when you don't do that, you end up in a situation. And that used to be my problem. I used to draw over people's flags, and I used to would say, well, okay, I was wrong with doing this because I just wanted to continually have people in my life until I had to realize you keep doing that and then they end up doing the ultimate to you and then you be like, damn. And then I do feel like too, sometimes when people keep crossing boundaries, it'll have a shield for somebody not to give other people a chance. Yeah. And then that kind of gives you a roadblock in your life. But at the same time, you be smarter.
Yeah, I feel like when a person constantly overstep boundaries, it just goes to show how much respect they have as you as a person. Because for prime example, like my dude or whatever, I remember the first time he tried to call me a bitch. I said, I don't know who you talking to, but you done lost your rabbit ass mind. He talking about my bad, that's just how I talk. I said, I've been with you for about every day for the last 6 months and he ain't never called me that. And then that's when he knew, like, oh, she ain't playing. She really do not tolerate the bitch word. Like, even though that's what he was used to in prior situations or when he talked to other people. But he know that's a boundary for me. And he ain't gonna call me that. He did one time and I shut it right down. And he respect that. That's my boundary. And
that's just it.
Respect it. And one of my boundaries is my daddy come first. I can't be with nobody who disrespect parents. Like, that's another boundary.
Oh, yeah, no.
My daddy is very opinionated and he got a smart mouth. He can't help it. He's Scorpio. Scorpio, y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all, he can't help it. So he's very blunt. But at the end of the day, you ain't gonna never talk to disrespect
respect your elders. I feel like you should always respect, especially like your mom or Rich's mom or whoever, like your friends or your boyfriend's mom. Like respect them because that's your elders. Like you can push it off. Like now. When it crossed the line is when pans is being thrown. Now that's where I'm gonna draw the line at right there.
Oh yeah.
But I can take a little whatever because most of our parents are older and they set in their ways and everybody know older people say what they want to say. You know what I'm saying? Now for friends, like if you don't disrespect, that's another boundary. Like for friends, like I feel like it's a way that we should be able to talk to each other. Like for instance, we call each other like bitch. Like we say that like bitch. Guess what? But as far as like
an expression because it's juicy. Like girl, this is about to be real good. Like bitch, you're not gonna believe this.
Yeah, but as in I'm mad at you. Like I call Kayla like bitch. Why would you do that? She gonna look at me like wait, who you talking to? We just talking about it. Like wait a minute.
We just was talking about that on the phone. We just was saying
you can't do that though.
I told her that.
If we get an argument, or fall was like we don't fall out, but like or anything. Even with my friends, I would never call you a bitch. I call you a bitch. That means we ain't friends no more. We never will be back friends. I would never call. We just was saying that like it's certain things where we arguments, disagreements, things that we like how we don't cross lines. Or nothing. Like, I think you just know when you got when you got somebody like a solid friend. It's like we solid friends. Like you know what I'm saying. Girl.
I think we say bitch when we excited.
We always say it though, but it's never in a disrespected way though.
Like,
you know what I'm saying?
I just remember when
we first got cool. And I said to you, I be saying bitch, like, and I'm like, is that okay? I asked her, like, is that okay? Like, I ain't no disrespect about it. I just be saying that. You see what I'm saying? She's like, oh no, like, that's a boundary. You see what I'm saying? We set that boundary, like,
because my mama do not tolerate. She said, I don't tolerate my friends calling me no bitch. I don't care what she's saying. I said, oh.
I know that's right, Robin.
I said my friends.
So do y'all really feel like it is important to set boundaries like with a friendship and a relationship from the beginning?
Because people fuck you over if you don't.
Oh yeah. I definitely feel like,
and I think setting boundaries, you actually you realize who a person is. I think setting boundaries, it speaks to a person's character.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, when a person respects your boundaries, that means that they care about you a lot. Like if you respect my boundaries, that means you respect me. And I feel like another thing with boundaries, you gotta come in, like Morgan said, you have to come in with these boundaries.
Oh yeah.
Don't wait 6 months and talk about this and that, cause what?
That's
you
not
tolerated it all this time. It ain't really a boundary. Because a lot of people not aware of their boundaries and certain stuff that they just can't tolerate. So it's just like, you got to know yourself first. Mm-hmm. Once you get to know yourself and the things you like and dislike and the things you can and cannot tolerate, that's when you are fully aware of your boundaries.
That's true.
But until then, you just going with the flow.
Mm-hmm. Literally. And another boundary is too, is like, I feel like with your friends, it's certain things like if we talking stuff amongst us should stay between us. What we talk about and stuff, it shouldn't go, it shouldn't go out like not. And that's another thing. People know with boundaries or like with friends, certain people that you can say certain stuff to.
You definitely know.
But like, I just feel like boundaries is important.
My thing is this with the boundaries, like, I feel like it's not common for people, like, especially with relationships, like, I don't feel like it's really common for people to actually like set that in stone at first. Like I feel like people go into it, it's fun, it's new, we're gonna go do this, you see what I'm saying? But a lot of people don't actually sit down to their partner and tell them like, I expect this is a boundary that I want, blah blah blah. This is what I expect. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Because a lot of people aren't self-aware. I feel like if you're not self-aware, go left. Do not go into that relationship.
Yeah.
Because you can't be telling this person what you don't even know what you want for yourself. Mm-hmm. But you supposedly know what you want from this person.
Mm-hmm. And that's
this problem. Person can't give you what you don't even give yourself. You don't even respect yourself. So how he or she gonna respect you?
Yep, that is true. That is true. I do agree. So what we gonna talk about, I want, our audience and, the people who support us to tell us on our Instagram and our YouTube, do they feel boundaries are important? What's like some of you guys' boundaries? Like, what do you feel like people should have established in their relationships and their friendships? And also, like, what's the different lines that you feel like once you cross that boundary and that line, it's no turning back? Like, what's the one thing that you feel like if somebody do to you and they cross this boundary, you just cannot, like, it's no coming back from?
You want to give one before we?
We can hit one before, and we want to hear you what y'all.
Okay, I'll let y'all go first because let me think.
Go ahead, Jaleesa.
My boundary, like with a friend.
In general.
In general.
Or both, or whichever one.
I think, okay, the first boundary with a friend, I think if the boundary that you cross that can't come back is if you try to, put my business all out, expose me, if you make a big scene on the internet. Just that, I feel like that's a boundary that cannot come back. I can forgive you because I just feel like at the end of the day, if I hold on to a grudge, it's just going to make me bitter. But far as getting back close and stuff like that, I just feel like that's a no-go. And then also in a relationship, I feel like a boundary that's crossed is, if you fuck one of my friends.
Oh, God, that was about to be mine. Jesus.
If you do fuck one of my friends or even my relatives,
that's a big boundary.
That's a big boundary. That's a boundary. An ass whooping, your clothes being burnt, That's everything. I'm gonna go full blown crazy on your ass. That's a boundary that ain't coming back.
My boundary for a friend is even trying to come close to like messing with my family. I'm really big on family. Like when I say family, my man and my kids. Don't fuck with my man or my kids and my money. That's a boundary that I will not let a friend cross.
Your money,
you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Now with the the man. I got so many, like, things get cut off for nothing nowadays. I'm just kidding. But my man know, like, he know all my boundaries. Just don't cross them. I know you watching, don't cross them.
My boundary for my friends, it would be, because I personally feel like I'm the ultimate friend, so don't try to downplay the friendship or don't appreciate if I feel like I'm unappreciated in this friendship, I'm gonna go left. Because I ain't got time. I feel like I'm being all that I can be for you, and you just feel like it ain't nothing if I don't need to be in your life no more.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you don't value our friendship, or if you disrespect me as far as talking to my dude.
Oh yeah.
Or trying, even old dudes. I don't care if we talk for 2 seconds.
Because I feel like friends, friends shouldn't attract the same guys. Am I wrong with that?
That is true.
I feel like, okay, now we all say Pusha is cute, but if
I'm not really a Pusha.
He's cool, but it's not. That's her. That's all her. But I'm saying though, like
the music is fine, but I'm not attracted to.
Okay, but I'm saying like, okay, just like say any of our exes, like I don't feel like your ex, like I'm not attracted to your ex, or your ex, I'm not attracted. You see what I'm saying? I don't feel like friends should be attracted to their friend. That's like a big thing.
I won't even talk to a dude. Now this is how I am, and people always be like, "How?" But that ain't even your friend. Even if I'm cool with you, like let's say if I'm not friends with this person, but we cool, we might comment on social media. They may even invite me somewhere, but we ain't never really hung out. And they do try to talk to me. I wouldn't even talk to them.
Yeah,
because I be like, I see this girl, I speak to her. You know what I'm saying? It's just a boundary. Like even though this probably a friend of a friend. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't do that.
Yeah.
Cause I just couldn't. Cause I just like you know.
Okay, Kayla. Now I interrupted you. My bad. Now finish what you were saying with your boundary.
Oh, I think the last one was for a relationship. So my boundary for a relationship, the ultimate no go, baby.
What is it?
If you think you gonna beat me like I did Tina.
And Matt.
It's a no go because, like I said, I don't even like to be pushed too hard. I'm sensitive. My skin it bruise easy. I can't afford that. So if you think you gonna do that, baby, it's a wrap. Because then I'm gonna be mad. I'm gonna be angry, and then I'm gonna want to see blood, and it ain't gonna end good.
But that's why you talk to dudes taller. You don't get the little boys with the little man complex. They probably won't even try you, friend.
Only Jaleesa. Only try you. Like, tall dudes beat girls up all the time, so that ain't no.
And I don't think it got no type of they all shoot.
Some of them are just that's what they do. They daddy might have been the woman beater.
That's just right. Or they.
And now this is another thing before we end. If a man does not respect his mother, you cannot expect a man to respect you.
No.
So that's another thing. I don't see how girls stick around with these dudes. And if he calling his mama bitch and dogging her and stuff, you can't expect him to respect you.
That's out of line.
That's out of line. You can't raise no man. What K. Michelle said, you cannot raise no man, or you cannot change no man, or heal him from his traumas. He has to heal himself. Now, okay,
I do believe
that's gonna be on the next episode.
I feel like
that's a whole different topic.
So go ahead, Morgan.
What men they will change for who they want to change for. But that's how we go.
That's true. But
that's how we go
into our next episode.
That's just how we
figure out your boundaries. Figure out what you like and what you don't like, what you can and what you can't tolerate, and let us know. But as of now, we signed out.
See you next time.